What's up, y'all? What's going? What's cracking, lacking? This is the HOG-side. I'm CJ, your host, and this is the co-host, the DMV champ, Brian.
What it do, people?
So, it's a bye week. So it was a bye week for us, and not really too much to talk about. The trade deadline was really silent across the NFL, mostly.
Man, that joint was lame. I was expecting something, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I expected something to happen, but not. It wasn't really too much. It wasn't really too much, but you know how that goes. So we're gonna pretty much get started. Weekly updates. We have a few um injuries that's still on the board here. Not too much though. Um, 1 second.
Oh, yeah,
We
he
got Grant
practiced it.
Christian.
He practiced though.
Yeah, we got they're all in practice today. Grant Christian, he had limited participation with his knee. James Smith Williams, the defensive end, he had a concussion. Limited participation. Montez Sweat suffered a concussion in the game against Dallas. Limited participation as well. Logan Thomas, he had an ankle injury in the Cowboys game as well. He's limited participation. And we got Isaiah Wright back. Um, he's been back.
His shoulder is fixed then.
Yeah. And he has been limited participation as well. Another exciting news is Steven Sims has been activated off the injury reserve and is back in
Yes,
practice.
yes, yes, yeah. I'm doing a happy dance on that one, bro. We need him back, dog. Him and Isaiah Wright, I like to get them back in the mix. Oh, and I heard Reuben Foster. I mean, not Reuben Foster, but Robert Foster,
Yeah,
the cat
Robert.
that we picked up. He was practiced today as well.
Yeah, Robert Foster did practice today. Steven Sims won't be available until he actually passes the 21 day injury reserve protocol as per given by the NFL this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic and things like that. So we won't see Steven Sims for another couple of weeks, but he is back in practice. So
Hey, that's a good
yeah,
sign.
yeah, that's a very good sign. While we actually waiting, talking about the injury, let's look at the injury list for our upcoming opponents, which is another divisional game, which is the Giants. Devontae Freeman, he did not participate today due to his ankle. It's signs that shows that he might not be available to play on Sunday. So that was one of the big running games. Ryan Lewis, he's also did not participate today due to a hamstring. Golden Tate, he had a non-injury related. They said that they told him to stay home due to an altercation on the sideline during the game Monday
What?
night. Yeah. We're gonna talk a little
Whoa,
bit. We're
what
gonna talk a
happened
little bit.
about that?
Talk a little bit about that later
Hold
on.
on, question. On a situation like that, this is the time we need your boy to be on here because he's a Giants fan. He can give us
Yeah.
more insight on that.
we
I'm
gonna
just saying,
yeah.
Brody. I'm just saying.
Man, this gonna be. He wasn't available today, so
No worries, no
he's
worries.
still a little bit upset, about the loss, so yeah.
Daniel Jones, man, he got. Oh man,
Yeah, man. It's like he looks good at one point and then he just looked like the same Daniel Jones as we noticed to be. But
man.
we're gonna move on to trade deadline recap. Man, this was really silent. Um, based off the amount of rumors and the talks about the trades and things like that. We thought that at least Ryan Kerrigan or Dwayne Haskins was going to be traded in the span of 48 hours, but
I
you
didn't
know,
think it. I honestly didn't think it.
yeah, I pretty much knew that they wasn't going to make any sudden trades with Dwayne Haskins or Ryan Kerrigan. Like I said before, Ron Rivera isn't done with Dwayne Haskins by far, and I just want this right here, not participating in the trade deadline pretty much, solidified, that trade talks with Dwayne Haskins is not what's smart right now. I'm not saying that it won't
Yeah,
happen.
it's because they're not going to get nothing for Dwayne. They best bet, bro, is to either try to shop him off in the offseason again
Well,
or put
yeah,
him on a
that too.
trade block.
Yeah, that too. That too.
But it's
And
done for my man here, dog. It's messed up. That's all I can say. It's done for that young man here. And I just really
yeah,
honestly, he did
I
not get a fair
think it's
chance,
time.
dog.
Like sometimes, listen, this is how I feel, and I'm gonna keep saying this. Sometimes some players just need a kick on the behind, then to realize what's
But
his name.
let me ask you a personal question though. Do
What's
you
up?
believe those rumors are true about him?
As far as what?
They keep saying his work ethic. This is where everybody's trying to find out. And Ron, this is when Ron
Well,
pisses me
listen,
off.
he had a similar issue in college where his attentiveness wasn't as great, but he was there. But like I said, his attentiveness wasn't there. And he's young. When you're young and when you're a
Yeah.
hot player on the hot streak, you tend to lose things and not being taught things as a professional in college, where it'll be rough for you when you come in the inside of the NFL. But I think Ron Rivera is giving him the tough shoulder, rather than saying, oh, he's gonna be all right. He's my guy. You know, um,
I feel like Ron carrying him, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This it's nothing you can say. How the heck you get demoted to practice squad, bro? And you're the starting quarterback. I can
well,
see
I
second
mean,
string, but come on, bro. Practice squad? That's pretty much saying, yeah, dog, you on the roster, but we done with you.
yeah, it's a lot that plays into it. It's a lot that plays into it. While we're talking about the trade deadline recap and weekly updates, I just want to throw this out here where, again, where we say that sometimes things are just not as worth it in the NFL. And that is that crazy punch by Javon Wims in the Saints game. I mean, listen, whatever was said, I don't know if it was said. There was a speculation that says that Gardner Chauncey Gardner Johnson had spit on him prior to the play before that, and he said that he didn't do it. It's a lie that he say she say. No evidence of any spitting, but it's like dude just like walked up and got his attention.
Okay.
It's like, yo.
When I watched that game live, I was with my boys. We was watching the game live. The first time, the play before that is when he stuck his finger inside of Miller's cage and pulled his mouthpiece out. And then when I said it, I was like, cuz, like I made it. Like I was like, yeah, you see that? So I got
Yeah.
the little DVR drive, rewinded back. They showed. They was like, cuz, wow. So then when I seen number 83 walks up to him after the next play, and he just went to go smack at cuz, like, let's just keep it a stack. Now, me personally, as a coach in a game situation like that, that wasn't smart. That's
It
one.
was it was very
Two,
professional. It was very
yeah, it was very
it
unprofessional.
was despicable. It was despicable. I don't encourage people to players of that young age or any age for that matter to go ahead and take upon and have those type of actions. But
Okay, but hear me out, bro. This is comes to the mentality of being like, let's just keep it a stack. He went full nigga mode. Okay, like full nigga mode. And the reason why is the most degrading thing you can do to a human being, that just in my eyes, period, is spit on someone. That is the most degrading, downgrading, whatever you
well,
can do to a human being.
we're not sure Chauncey Gardner Johnson actually did do it, but
Yeah, but come on, think about it though, bro. When it comes to some of these guys fighting on the field, though, when you see them really throwing blows, something has been done or said. And then, like I said, we watched this kid, Garner kid. I don't know why he didn't get suspended because he started that whole thing not with one receiver but both of them, and he doesn't get penalized at it now. Cause what, like I said, what he did was totally stupid, unprofessional. And I even said if he's not like a playmaker on my team, I would have cut him the next day. He was done. That's just
yeah,
unacceptable. Cause he
yeah,
looked stupid out there trying to punch a helmet. I know his hand hurt.
yeah. I'm the same way. Look at everything was done with the Miles Garrett situation, but more updates on that are soon to come. But we're gonna move on to
Okie dokie.
talking a little bit about the offense.
Ah,
This Cowboys game, like I said the episode before, it's not really something that you want to go ahead and brag about because of the Cowboys. But what I can definitely agree is that the um the 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 offense was looking like it was clicking, and I like the way it looked. I like the way it looked. Like I said, there was a little bit of streakiness towards to Kyle Allen's and his decisions, but overall, I think the offense did very well putting offensive yards on the board. We had 300 plus total offense that game, so that's something that we like to see versus the 150 yards that we've been only seeing
I
so
mean,
far.
yeah, but dog, that really, let's just be brutally honest. Just Scott, just let's just say for right now, we're gonna find out what Scott really is, because like I said, the games like me and you, we be sitting there talking like, dog, like this team be so sorry, but until they play the Skins, I mean, sorry, they play the Washington football team, they gets that boost pack and they start flowing then. And I'm like, okay, let us be the team that to do that now. So since Dallas was the team that we woke up on, supposedly, let's see what they do this Sunday against the Giants. Right now, I just feel like everything is on Scott Turner. It's just on Scott Turner and Cal right now. That's all. That's like I'm on them hard, bro. I'm riding them hard. Soon they mess up, I'm like, come on, bring them on out. It's
I
just
definitely agree. Another big update is that due to the recent departure of the season-ending injury of Landon Collins, the safety, it left some candidates open to receive that C on their jersey, which
Terry's Terry.
unanimous vote was Terry McLaurin, our star wide receiver inside of Washington right now. Terry McLaurin has been showing up and showing out. He's right now, arguably is top ten wide receiver in the league. Anybody can argue.
Facts.
I don't really think nobody can really argue me with that. Terry McLaurin is given a lot of respect with a lot of veteran wide receivers inside of the league as well.
Yep.
I like this kid.
And corners.
Yeah, and cornerbacks. After the Dallas game, when they were doing a presentation of the game ball in the locker room, Terry McLaurin, he was like, he said, man, hey coach, I just wanna say that we really did good out here, and everybody on both sides really did their job, and we just got to keep at it. This is where it's at. This is our standard, and we got to keep raising the standard. Yeah. And when he said that, he looked like an actual captain. It looks like he is ready to lead this team, and that's what you want. You want a lot of young guys who's ready to step up and actually take charge. With this offense, and I think Terry McLaurin being the captain is a great start.
See, now that's what the I was when I found out about it. I was like, so for Terry to be the captain, who was getting the C removed off? And I was like, oh, maybe since it's going to be Dwayne, they'll move him down the practice squad. But then trying to find out it wasn't Dwayne, it's Landon Collins.
Hmm.
So now my question to you is, you specifically, when Landon comes back next year, would you give the C captain badge back to him, or would you try to see if his play gonna make him earn it back? Like, how would you handle that situation, bro?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Here's how I feel about it. Is if Terry McLaurin, does continue to shine like he does, you don't give it back to Landon Collins. I mean, Landon Collins will still have to work for it. In my eyes, I get that Landon Collins is the veteran, and he is a big part of the defense. But you know, when you give somebody when he wasn't just chosen. He was voted by his teammates, and
Yeah,
he got to earn it back. His teammates just feel like Terry McLaurin has been a voice inside of the locker room,
bro.
and
Terry should have had got a C on his joint when Dwayne got that joint. But honestly, he should
yeah,
have got that joint over Dwayne. But it's a quarterback thing, so it makes sense.
yeah, and just right now they voted him as the captain, and I'm not mad at it. He
No,
earned
why?
he respectfully earned it. He
Yeah,
really,
his
he really,
play. It's his
yeah.
play, bro. It's how he carry
His
himself.
play,
He's a
his play,
grown
his
man.
attitude, his play, his attitude. Just everything. He definitely deserves that C on his jersey. Um, we're gonna move on. While we're talking about Landon Collins, we're gonna talk about this defensive stature. And
Okay.
like I've been saying, before we started the show, right now we're looking pretty decent when it comes with this defense. Granted, yes, it was against the Cowboys and the Eagles. But when you're looking at the teams that we have been playing, despite everything that has happened, we are right now number 4 as far as most yards allowed. By opponents. We're number 4 at 309, coming behind Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, and the Rams, which are
Mm.
right now contending teams right now in the league. They're above
But I
500.
also
They're winning.
I'm s- I'm sorry for cutting you off, bro. I apologize. What I was about to say is, once again, I know people going to have their own personal opinions about about the defensive side of the ball. But once again, if someone actually watches the tape or the highlights, or even you get access to film, you can get access to film too now. Um, you can see the defense will give up a few big plays, and then they will just shut you down for a whole half. Like
Yeah,
that's how it goes. So it's like you can't sit like I don't want nobody to sit here and be like, "Oh, our defense is trash." What is you guys talking about? Our defense isn't trash. There's been plenty. Like I said, the Rams game, the Browns game. You know what I'm saying? Like the offense had plenty of chances. The defense had
yeah.
got them off the field, and the offense just didn't deliver. So
I
it's
definitely
like the
agree.
defense
I
has
definitely
been
agree.
playing.
So like I've been saying, it's been good as far as the total offense, but then when you look at the rushing defense and the passing defense, the rushing defense were 17 with allowing 123 yards. That's not bad. That's not bad, but
That is, well, I mean, it's in the middle of the
but
pack.
yeah,
It's in the middle of the pack.
it's in the middle of the pack, but it's also bottom 16. And so we just got to get better with stopping. We have to improve a little bit more with start stopping the run. But when we come around with passing defense, this is where it matters. With Kendall Fuller, that secondary, we right now at number 1. We are
That's
number 1 in
crazy.
passing defense. And there might be fans right now that are scratching their heads
Like
how did this
how?
happen? Like how?
It's
But
the sacks, it's the pressure, pass deflections, all that takes part.
yeah, and despite what we may think or what we may see, this defense has been beyond consistent with how they have been playing. And then when people say, "Oh, well, that's because you have they scoring 30 points and things like that," and I'm like, well, those points are not due to the defense. It's due to the offense turning it over on the other side of the field.
And
That
putting the defense in
matters.
the wrong position.
That matters in a big way. Um, like I said, it's been we're number 1 in passing defense. So but then when we look back at scoring defense, that's where the actual balls
About
drop. But surprisingly, right now we are number 11 for points allowed. For points allowed,
because I'm told you, bro, because they shut teams out in the whole half. You're not
exactly.
scoring like that
Like,
in the
hey,
whole half.
you're gonna score 30 points on us in the first half, but guess what? You're not gonna score no more in the second half.
You're
So
getting
right
off
now,
the
what we
field.
need to do right now is we just need to focus on, stop not allowing points in the first half and in the second half. And I think once that happens, we'll be at the top of the charts for a lot of the things. Um, So that's how I feel. With Landon Collins being out, a lot of people were saying bringing Eric Reed. They brought in Eric Reed, and Eric Reed denied the contract that was given because they gave him a practice squad spot. And it wasn't anything disrespectful that was said between Eric Reed and Ron Rivera, but it was all about a respect thing. He's like, hey, this is not my vision in where I want to go in my career. Practice squad isn't in my vision. And you know what? When I actually seen the dialogue from that, I respect it. I can't be mad at that. You want to play. You don't want to have to be on a practice squad and have to want to
Bruh,
play. But
I
you know
agree with you 100% on that. But due to the COVID-19 thing, if any person,
exactly,
this is what
exactly,
any person that's getting picked up is going to be on the practice squad. Des Bryant is on the practice squad with the Baltimore Ravens. You have to wait. You're going to
yeah,
have to wait down there 2 weeks just to play. Like we had signed Robert Frost, Robert dude, a couple weeks ago, and he's about to probably get his first shine this week. So it's a process, and he didn't want to do it. He felt like he didn't have to do it.
exactly. So and there was some fans who saying, oh, how you going to give him a practice squad spot, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, first thing is the COVID-19 thing where they have to
Thank
make
you.
sure they have to test them and things like that, and make sure I can't give you a roster spot because you're not going to play anyway. That's just not how things work. So and it's like, well, nobody else went out and got him. So was it really a big liability? I mean, then they was saying Earl Thomas. But guess what? Nobody went out and got Earl Thomas yet.
Oh, no one's not going to get Earl unless it's a mercy. And the
Yeah,
reason why they're not going to touch Earl is because of his off-field behavior.
yeah.
That's pretty much it.
The Texans wanted to sign him, but they said, you know what? We're good. We're good. Change their mind.
Yeah.
But it's with this defense. I say we need to promote from within. That's what Jack Del Rio did. Cameron Curl is now listed as starter at the safety position with Jeremy Reeves being the backup. I like it. Cameron Curl has showed that he is ready to take the spot. And potentially become, you know, a starter for this defense. I know it won't
We
happen.
will see. We will see.
Yeah, we will see. This is the chance for Cameron Curl to show that we actually, we Cameron Curl to show that, hey, you want to be the guy, you got to step up, and that's just how I feel about anybody who wants to be, a starter, on our team.
And DeShazer Everett, you want to know what's crazy, dog? For him to be the special teams captain for so long, he's our starting safety, strong safety now. So, and he played very well the last couple of games too
Yeah,
against the Giants
yeah,
and Dallas. Son played very well. He was striking, cuz he was
yeah.
striking.
And when I see the Shazar Everett being listed as a starter, it makes me think that I can't really be mad at Jack Del Rio not giving Sean Davis the starting position. Because listen,
Sean Davis is
we
not here.
we
He's
don't
no
we don't
longer
have
here.
I know that we let him go. We let him go when the season started. But at that time, I was just like, I can't be mad at it. We don't have training camp, so the only thing that we have to go off of is the actual practices before the season starts. And they said they didn't see enough from him. They seen a lot out of Troy Apke, but now that they know that practice is practice and game time is game time. But this goes for me to say that is right now what we're dealing with the pandemic and stuff for players who's actually practicing. You gotta show them in practice that you are the guy. Because if not, you're not going to get played. This is how the system is here in Washington.
Yeah, they done
And
changed it now. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like everybody. It's the attitude of okay, you want a job, prove it. And Dez is like, y'all, I'm humble. He took the veteran. He took, not the veteran minimum, but he took the practice squad salary, which is about 80 or 100,000, whatever. He took
yeah,
that. Dude is happy, man. He has a point to prove. It's more to it. Justin Reed, like he just like, dog. I've been a Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying? I understand y'all need me. I would like to play, but no, I'm not trying to deal with that process. He has his opinion, his right to deal with that, but that goes for any team he goes to. If he think he's just going to go there and be a starter immediately, they're going to be like, dude, you're going to still have to wait 2 weeks. You have to get adjusted to our system. Our play, just he. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sweating it. It is what it is.
Yeah, one thing that I would like to see happen, and I think the reason why it didn't happen is because of the fact of we got Robert Foster now and Isaiah Wright and Steven Sims are back in the mix in practice. Is Dante Pettis got released by the 49ers. They was trying to deal him. They was trying to deal him.
Mm,
I know. They was
he
trying to
all
deal
right.
him during the trade deadline. They was asking for too much, which I think it was too much. They were asking for a third or a late second, which I don't think he's actually worth that. But they let him go after the trade deadline, and they were
Man,
saying,
Houston.
you know,
Houston was asking for a lot, man. They
yeah,
want a first
yeah,
rounder and
they
everything.
wanted the first rounder for Will Fuller, and I'm like, you know what, I'm good.
Everybody was like they good. They were like, dude, Cousins only gonna play maybe like 10 games. Nah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. It's not that serious.
And
Um,
then the Patriots want an arm and a leg for Stephon Gilmore. They want a first round pick and a player.
yeah, and we're gonna move on. While we're talking about defense, we're gonna start off with, Kerrigan and Haskins is staying put here in Washington.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. What Ryan Kerrigan said is that, he requested a trade. What the rumors were saying that Ryan Kerrigan requested for a trade, and not sure how much of that is true. Ryan Kerrigan came out and said, "Yes, I asked for a trade not because there is an issue here. There is an issue here. There shouldn't be an issue there, but Ryan Kerrigan just wants something better for his career." And
Thank
Ryan
you.
Kerrigan,
He earned that right. He's going to be a
yeah,
Hall of Fame outside linebacker, regardless of how you like it. He's a Hall of Fame.
he's definitely going to get his due diligence wherever he goes. And
The problem
Ryan Kerrigan,
is it's not his fault, bro. I mean, you got two young studs. I mean, not I'm not
yeah,
want to say studs, but you got two young ballers on the outside right now. So he's a situational, pass rusher, and in his eyes, he be like, "Hold up, I'm not at the end of my tunnel yet. I need to get
exactly.
more snaps."
But I
So I'm
think,
not mad at him.
and Jack Del Rio said in the media, which I don't really agree with him going to the media and saying this because sometimes prides can get hurt after when you go to the media instead of going to the actual player.
Yeah,
Not going to say any examples. Miami, but um, Jack
that
Del
was messed
Rio
up.
came, Jack Del Rio came out into the to the media and said that Ryan Kerrigan can't play more than 50 snaps. And when you say that to a guy who's coming up as a veteran, been in the league for more than 5 years, it kind of stings a little bit. And even if it is true, I think Ryan Kerrigan can't play more than 50 snaps. It is shown. He gets gassed out, which is why they got him in situational downs, and he does very well at it.
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
just don't.
yeah, can he play 50 snaps and stuff? Nah, his age and time, his body might
Yeah,
caught up to him.
he can. And that's most. Defensive linebackers who's coming up on that 30 number. It's you got to look at it and say, well, can I still do 50 snaps a game? And right now, I don't think Kerrigan right now. Maybe 2 years ago, if we had Jack Del Rio, I said sure. I think Kerrigan would have been the starter, 2 years ago. But it's not. It's Father Time catches up with you, regardless of you can't pass Father Time, no matter how old you are in the NFL. But Ryan Kerrigan, he's by far commendable. I'm glad that he is actually staying here. I think he needs to stay here. This is his home. He needs to retire, with
Yep.
that Washington jersey, and we're gonna retire that number eventually. Number 91. He's the guy. And Ryan Kerrigan, hats off to him. He still climbing up in sacks. I think he's still at 94.
Yeah, he's been our best consistent defensive player we had in a long time. There's no
You know
argument
what's
about that.
crazy? You know what's crazy? And I think me and you were working together when we drafted Ryan Kerrigan. And when we drafted him,
Yeah, no, that's been a
yeah,
minute.
it's been a
Yes,
minute, it's been a while.
yeah. Just thinking about it.
Um,
Yeah, you right, bruh.
yeah. So when he got drafted, and when I was like, "Oh snap, we got Ryan Kerrigan," there was a lot of fans like, "Well, who is Ryan Kerrigan? Who is
Nobody
this kid?"
didn't know who Ryan Kerrigan was like that. For real, let's be honest. Everybody, we wanted. Who was it in the draft we wanted so bad we took Kerrigan over him? I gotta check that draft class again. It was
Yeah,
somebody on offense that we wanted.
right. Who was it? I forgot exactly who it was. We're gonna come
It was
back to that.
someone on offense.
We're gonna come back to that, but definitely, Ryan Kerrigan when he came in and and he done made a statement. And now look at him now. He's one of the best linebackers in the game right now. And I think anybody else in the NFL can definitely agree with him. There was a lot of teams who actually wanted Ryan Kerrigan. The Seahawks were looking at him, the Saints were looking at him. There were teams out here who really like jumped out and was like, "Hey, let me get Ryan Kerrigan." But
Yeah, Washington wasn't
Washington,
having it.
yeah, Washington was like, "No, no, no. I'm sorry. No. There's no way. There's no way." So I'm glad that they're staying here. And Dwayne Haskins, I'm glad he's staying here too. Me personally, just how I feel, and I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of fans might say, "Oh, he's done." I don't think he's done. I think Ron
I
Rivera
don't
is just
think he's
giving
done.
him. I think Ron Rivera, just giving him a kick on the behind, saying, "Hey, you need to sit and not worry about being on the field. I need you to sit and preserve yourself.
I don't think
Learn.
that's it.
Get this. Be a sponge. Gather everything that you can gather, and when the time comes, you will get your shine." And while
I
we're
don't
talking
think
about
that's
that,
it.
we're going to change it up. Rivera's vision. What exactly is Rivera's vision here? What
We,
is
me
his
and you
What is
both
his
know what
vision?
his vision is.
What is vision?
He
What
already,
is his vision?
duh, for now on, they don't made it clear to me today on the radio. This kid, Kyle Allen, is what 1-3 right now since he been starting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 1-3. So from listening to Ron's press conference today, see, this is why I'm just like I'm not sold on him even right now. He just blowing me. Anyway, Ron is pretty much stating that it's up to Cal to lose his job. Cal is now on he's now on evaluation. Let's see how things go. Is he stated that it's Cal's job for the remainder of the year. It's up to him to lose it.
Damn.
Huh? Huh?
I mean, listen.
Bruh, no, bruh,
This is
no, no, no,
the same
no,
thing.
no, bruh, no. Don't even say what bruh, no.
This is the same thing that he
No,
said about
no.
Dwayne Haskins.
No,
This
he
is
did
what
not.
Yeah, remember what I told you. Remember what I told you in the first
Bruh,
episode.
he made it clear. Oh yeah, I'm sticking behind Dwayne. This is Dwayne's team. Then you cut him
What
when
he
you found
also
out our
said,
division is trash. But
listen,
did you demote the man to third string and put Alex Smith in front of him, bruh? It's clear as day where his vision is going. Kyle Allen is going to be our starting quarterback. We probably won't even draft a quarterback next year.
listen,
I'm trying to
I
tell
agree.
you.
I agree that that's the narrative that a lot of people see. But I'm looking at it from a coaching standpoint. Okay? I'm looking at it from a coaching standpoint.
Bro, I
And
put money on this. If Dwayne Haskins is our starting quarterback again, I will personally buy you whatever the hell you want for dinner. On me. This is how confident I am in it. I'm
uh,
telling you, Dwayne is not gonna
you
dog.
got
If
you got
bruh.
yourself a deal, and the same
All
goes
right,
for you. If he's not the
all
starting
right.
quarterback next year,
Cal is our quarterback.
if he's not a starting quarterback by next year, I got you.
Respect,
Because
bruh.
listen,
Respect.
because the way I'm looking at it right now is that I want people to just try to relax a little bit. We
I
all
mean,
know
we
that
got no choice.
I know we got a lot of Haskins fans. I'm a big Haskins fan myself.
It's not
I
even a
think
Haskins fan, bro. It just if you sit here and watch the whole scenario, it looks like soap operas, dog. It's just real talk. That boy, I just feel bad for black quarterbacks that go to this team, dog. It's like off back. Okay, you're black. You got 1 year. That's how it goes. That like RG3 wouldn't be if RG3 couldn't do what he did in 2012, he would have been gone, bro. He would have been gone out that door.
we'll
There's no
see.
patience for black quarterbacks at all.
I mean, in the NFL in general, that's one thing I could give you in the NFL in general. But this is what I want people to see. Okay, what I'm saying is that Ron Rivera in that press conference, and I can pull it up, after the show for you, is that he said, yes, he said everything that you said. I'm sticking with Haskins, but he also said the same thing that he said today. It is his job to lose.
He said that's a cutoff point.
That was after. I'm talking about before the season started. Before the season
Oh,
started,
yo, before the season started, yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah,
it's
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah, yeah.
job to lose.
Yeah, he
And
did say that.
yeah, and this is the same thing that he's saying for Kyle Allen.
So let me
This
ask you, from you
this is your
evaluating,
job
do
to
you feel like
lose.
Dwayne lost his job? Honestly,
No,
okay.
no. There's a small part of me that says, oh, maybe Ron Rivera is done with them. But then a big part of me saying that, what I see, what I know from Ron Rivera, and what I know what a tight knit ship he runs, is that maybe he's giving Dwayne Haskins a kick on us behind and saying, listen, since since you're not getting it on the field, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bench you, not just bench you. I'm gonna put you on the third string.
Scout, a first round pick or scout. Hey, he knows 70% of your offense. And then you bench him behind Alex Smith. And I'm telling you right now, the Alex Smith we seen from the Rams, that's the exact same Alex Smith is gonna be regardless. I put money on it. Dude is trash, bro. He's done. He's done.
Honestly,
Alex Smith is
I don't
done.
want Alex Smith to be on the field. Period. Like I said, I think that he just needs to retire. That
Thank you.
leg injury, it was a life threatening one. 17 surgeries. That number just don't get out of my head. It's, I can't get
Nah, I
that out.
blame you.
But we're gonna keep it moving, and um, we're
So
gonna
what? Hold on. Before we keep it moving, we still got to get to it. So you heard what my vision is. My vision is that if Kyle Allen goes out, we got 9 games left. If Kyle Allen even wins 4 or 5 games, that job is his, hands down. Now, if
well, I
let's say
mean,
he wins
well, yeah,
one more game and we lose all
that's
the
any
rest, then that's a
quarterback.
different story.
That's any quarterback. That's any backup quarterback who's doing good, unless you're backing up for somebody that's injured right now. That's like a Russell Wilson or something. But if you're a backup quarterback and you come in for a quarterback who really hasn't established himself yet, and if you're doing good for the next 4 weeks consistently, why sit him?
Oh no,
Why
you roll with the high. You roll with the high hand. I
yeah,
get what
you
you're saying,
you
but
roll with
I'm
the high.
answering your. I want to hear
Yeah,
your answer. What's your vision of Ron? What's in your eyes? What you think the vision is? Because I'm telling you what the vision is. The vision
what
is
what I
Cal's team.
what I think what this vision is with Ron Rivera is playing as right now. You're going with how it's giving you right now.
Okay,
That's how I'm taking everything.
respect.
Is with the COVID-19 going on, and there's been no training camp. There's a lot of these young guys that we have who's a little bit inexperienced in the position that they have been switched to, or didn't really have a chance the year before. It's really hard for them right now, and the best thing is to sit them and let them learn versus letting them take the punches and losing at the same time. Like I get it.
How else? How else? Let me ask you another question. How else are they going to learn by not playing?
Well, then
That's the best way to learn.
listen.
Anybody will tell you that.
There's a quarterback who got benched after a horrible start, and right now is a Hall of Fame quarterback. You know who that quarterback is? You know who that quarterback is?
Who?
Peyton Manning.
Dog, that's a different
No,
era,
it's not
different
different.
time, bro.
It's not different,
Dog,
bro.
bro, that's a
Peyton
different
Manning,
era, bro.
Peyton Manning came in with the Colts first year and got benched. Didn't
Yeah,
do
he
it.
was. I know he threw 20 some interceptions. He was
Yeah,
hot garbage. I got you.
yeah, got benched. He got a
Yeah,
chance to
but
sit.
that's
He got
different
no, 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 no,
scenarios.
no, 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 no. He got a chance to sit. He got a chance to learn, be a sponge. Then he came back. Then he came back the next year. Then what happened? The Peyton Manning era started. What I'm saying is, just because you got benched, just because you got sat for whatever reason, doesn't mean that your time is over. Doesn't mean that your time is over. I get it. I get it. This is Dwayne Haskins we're talking about. We don't want to see Dwayne Haskins bench because we think that Dwayne Haskins is going to go. If Dwayne Haskins is going to be on another team, have another jersey, then hey,
It is
listen,
what it is. It is what it
it is
is.
what it is. I want that kid to succeed however way possible. But in this version of the NFL now is when
There's
you're
no
young,
patience. There's no
when you
patience.
when you're young, when you're a young quarterback and you're just not getting it on the field, this happens. Sorry, this happens. We literally watched. Oh no, wait, we literally just watched Ryan Fitzpatrick win 2 games in a row and got benched for a rookie. I'm still a little upset about that.
Oh, I'm
You
burnt
know,
about that.
I'm still a little,
I didn't. I'm still. I'm like,
you
huh?
know, but
And then
but
when Tua goes in, he throws for 93 yards.
yeah, and listen, and I keep wanting to get people to understand how hard it is for Haskins right now. And to be honest, yes, this division is wide open. I mean, like, hello, wide open. So right now, look, I'm serious.
No,
I'm
you
serious.
ain't lying. It was the
Listen,
animation that you did. It was funny.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, like, hello, look around a little bit, make sure ain't nobody coming. You know,
I feel you, bro.
right
I
now,
feel you.
this division, this
I don't
division
know,
is wide
man.
open, and if it needs to happen that you got to put in a quarterback who might know the system better, then by all means put the guy in to see how he fare out. And to be honest, despite the streakiness that he has had, Kyle Allen has been the guy.
We going. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting until we play some dog, because right now we playing puppies. The Giants and the Cowboys, they puppies. So, like I said, he has to redeem himself, and Ron has to redeem himself. Scott got to redeem himself this Sunday, because we
So
should have beat the Giants the couple weeks ago.
the next 4 games, we have the Giants, the Lions, the Bengals, and then the Cowboys. Those are our next 4 games.
All winnable games.
All winnable games. But here's what I want. Here's what I want these Washington fans to not forget, that over the course of the last 2 weeks, two of these teams
It's hot
has made,
garbage.
has made alterations to be better. The Lions is one of them.
Oh, no, even the Lions in their state right now, that's not an easy W.
The
Heck
Lions is
no.
one of them. They have found a piece to complete their running back game with Adrian Peterson and
Swift.
Swift. You know, the Lions game is more of a concern for me. The Giants game, what I've seen on Monday night was that the Giants defense just doesn't let up. They don't let up at all.
They got a good coordinator.
They'll really hit
But of course
all
not.
the weapons. With all the weapons that they had, they just didn't have anything for the Giants defense. They didn't have anything. They didn't have nothing. They struggled.
Yeah, that's because they ain't had no
And it,
quarterback,
it
bro.
came down to the wire with the
They
Giants.
struggled because they ain't had no quarterback.
But Tampa Bay, I expected Tampa Bay to ram it down their throats. But
Oh, that's right. They did play Tampa. I'm lunching. I'm lunching.
yeah, they played Tampa, and
Oh yeah,
back
Tampa was in it
back
though.
Yeah, you
That
know,
was a
but
close game. You right.
I expected for Tampa to ram it down their throats. That didn't happen. Now
So what does
Tampa,
that tell you? So what does that tell you then, from a football expert? You already know Tampa's not a Super Bowl team. Not in my eyes. I screamed that from the get go. They're not a Super Bowl team.
but
They're
here's the
not.
thing. Here's the thing that is different between when you're looking at Tampa against the Giants versus the Tampa against a team like the Packers. They murdered Aaron Rodgers, completely murdered. And what I've seen is they can win games with with no sleep against these contending teams. But they seem to have a lot of problems with these teams that aren't winning. And that's pretty much what I've been seeing lately. You
But
know?
hold on, the only reason why they really got it, they really got a good start is because Aaron Rodgers was they called Aaron on a bad night. I guarantee you, the Packers play the Tampa Bay again. Tampa's going to get smoked like a Newport. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
So here's what these next four games are winnable.
If
These
he
next
goes
four
two
games.
and two, he earns my respect. Cal, if Cal can go 2-2 or 3-1, he earned my respect. If he
Here's
goes
what
1-3 again, it's time to pull the plug on him.
here's
There's no
here's
point
here's
in me. I'm
here's
done.
here's, here's, here's what I get. And here goes a bold prediction. Here goes a bold prediction. We're gonna go 3-1. We're gonna go 3-1.
Who we gonna lose to?
Hmm?
Who you think we gonna
We're
lose
gonna
to?
lose. We're gonna lose to the Giants. We're gonna lose Sunday. We're gonna lose Sunday. The way
Man,
I feel.
nah, bro. Don't say that. I mean,
Listen,
that's possible, yes, because it's a division game. Yes, 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 yes. But nah, I really think if you
if
say we was
we're
gonna
gonna lose,
lose, I'd rather lose to the Lions, or hell, I'll lose to the Bengals before I lose to the Giants or the Cowboys in our division. Those are the most two important games we need more than anything, to be
look, we're
honest
gonna
with you.
go 3-1. We're either gonna lose to the Giants or we're gonna lose to Joe Burrow. One of those two.
Or we gonna lose to Dallas on Thanksgiving.
We're not gonna lose to Dallas. And I, you know how I feel about these division games. You know, any given Sunday. But right now, I just don't think that the Cowboys are in it anymore. You know, I don't think that the players are even with it anymore. You know, and
No,
you
they
see
can
it all
tank
the time.
all they want. They're not getting Trevor Lawrence. The Jets are getting Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't think they're really trying. I think they're actually trying to win this division. You know, but I think that's for everybody. You know, in the NFC East. And me personally, I think tanking is just the way out. You can definitely find quarterbacks in the second and third round. You know that fares out. You know, it's possible.
It depends,
It is
yeah, if you do
possible.
your homework.
You know, yeah, exactly. It is possible. You got to look at these players. You got to look at Tom Brady. You know, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. You know, your quarterback doesn't have to be in round one. You know,
No, I
and
just know for a fact Dallas if they're gonna tank for one of the big boys. It's either gonna be Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, and I forgot who the other kid is.
yeah. But these next four games, we're gonna go 3-1. There's a big part of me that says that we're not gonna lose to the Giants. We know where the Giants stands. We know how good their defense can be. You know, with them, you know, with how they played against Tampa. But you know, if you look here, as far as you know what's going on. Like I said, Devontae Freeman and Golden Tate they did not participate today. There I will be giving updates, you know, from Thursday and Friday, as far as you know how that is working. But
It's only two players on that team that I see this that have a possible chance of scaring me. And that's Blake Martinez and Logan Ryan.
Yeah,
That's it.
I was just about to get to that. You know, Blake Martinez, he had a hamstring injury against Tampa. So did Logan Ryan with his hip. Limited participation today on Wednesday. Not sure how things going to fare out on Thursday and Friday. But one thing about these hamstring injuries, if it's not taken care of the way it's supposed to be, those hamstring injuries can go for 3 weeks.
Yep.
You know, you can play with the injured hamstring, but the cost of that is you're aggravating it more and more every day. And I think right now that the Giants are going to try to preserve Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez is
He's a
is
dog.
rising. Yeah, he's a dog. He's rising to the
And I
top.
know Green Bay missed him. I know Green Bay has to miss him, man.
Yeah, I
I
think
didn't
Green Bay.
understand that.
Yeah, I ain't understand that either. But listen, things happen. And they put themselves in the right situation. Same thing with Logan Ryan. You know, if he's out, we'll be able to see exactly where we stand. With him. Isaiah Wright is back, so that's going to give some open window to having Turpin Corn open. Then like I said, we got Robert Foster.
Man, I'm
Things
trying to see him play more than anything because, like I said,
yeah,
I know what he can do. I know what
yeah.
he can do because it's fast. And he
He,
was from
he's
Green
fast.
Bay. He was from Green Bay and the Rams.
He was an undrafted free agent, and in his span, I believe before he got released. Give me 1 second. Let me try to
Uh huh.
see if I got this
You better
right.
pull out this man's background, his resume.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, this season. Give me 1 second.
No problem, man. No problem.
Okay. In his whole career, he has in his whole
He,
career he has 3 touchdowns, and yeah, he has 3 touchdowns.
yeah, I think
Um,
he was like the third or fourth string wide receiver on Green Bay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's an undrafted free agent. He ran a 4.4 in the combine. So the question is, what happens when we see this kid? Are we going to see the wide receiver that he's supposed to be from Alabama, or will it be a dud? We'll see that in week 9 against the Giants. This is a home game, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is a home
Yeah,
game.
it's a home game this weekend.
So,
3,000
yeah,
fans going to be in the stadium.
yep. 3,000 fans are going to be in the stadium. Most of that went to the season ticket holders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the keys to today's game. Okay, the keys to today's game. One
Uh huh.
second. The
I
key
mean, the
to
keys
today,
to the game is easy.
which is what?
Scott, what else is there to say, bro? If Scott can call the same, if he comes up with another scheme, a working scheme like he did against Dallas, surprisingly, if he comes up with another solid scheme, we have a chance of winning. And then if the
I
defense
agree.
can get pressure to Daniel Jones gonna run on us again. I'm letting you know that.
I
Like
agree.
he's gonna run it. He's gonna run us again. But if all we gotta do is get the turnovers, dog. Just get turnovers. This dude is a turnover machine, man. If we can get one or two turnovers from him or the all day offense period and do something with it, we got this game.
But what if it
Run the
doesn't work?
ball.
What if it doesn't work?
Hey,
That's the question.
if it doesn't work, then it's gonna be on Cal and Scott. You
But
know how I feel about both of them,
week
so
week
it's gonna
nine
be on them.
week 9 versus the Giants. Here's my keys to the game for week 9 against the Giants. Three
Okay.
things need to happen. One, you need to blitz more. The blitz has to come more. Jack Del Rio just has to be more aggressive than he has been.
He
Rusty
was
Badger,
last week.
they don't have an
I mean,
offensive
2 weeks
line.
ago.
They have a spotty offensive line. Just like everybody else in the NFC East. Everybody offensive line is spotty. So definitely bring the heat. Be aggressive. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to rush 7 men if you have to. Blitz. Another key to the game is running the ball. You know, Antonio Gibson had 20 carries. Had 20 carries for 100 plus yards against the Cowboys. J.D. McKissick had 13 carries for 50 yards against Dallas. Run the ball. Forget Blake Martinez. Forget their defense. Run the ball. Under no circumstances, just run the ball. You have to run the ball. And I'm sorry, it's 4. Number 3 for me will be try throwing it in the air, even if it's not there. Throw it in the air.
Oh, so your key is basically you saying is you want the offense to be more aggressive. The word
Yes.
for you is aggressive. Everything
Yep.
defense
Be
aggressive,
aggressive.
offense aggressive.
Be aggressive. You're not going to really win with checkdowns. Okay, you're not really going to win with checkdowns. Um, if you see it, go for it. If it's a man on man and you see Terry McLaurin got a window, go for it.
Yep.
We just have to be more aggressive in that instance. And you've seen that we have been a little bit more aggressive against Dallas, with their secondary. But with Logan Ryan possibly playing, and then you have Bradbury. I still say just still go for it. Still go for it. Look, we thought that he wasn't going to fare out against Marlon Humphreys, and you see how that worked out. You know, he did pretty solid. So yeah.
All right, where you go, buddy? Well, since he got y'all on hold, we're gonna talk some more Redskins football. But I mean, sorry, football team. My question is to the fans that's watching and everything. You guys personally, if you've been watching, you know how I feel about Ron Rivera's vision and Cal Allen and Scott's. I just feel like, ugh. My question to you guys, the fans, is 9 games left. What are your predictions for the remaining of the record? Like I said, I would personally like to see within the next 4 weeks we either go 500 or 3-1. Up, enough of me talking. Back to CJ.
Go ahead. By all means, go ahead.
Oh no, I just tried to pick it up, right? I didn't know you had technical
Oh
difficulties, so I
yeah.
just kept talking.
My apologies about that. Um, but about this week 9, the fourth key to the game is have to be just be smart. Just make smart plays, make smart passes, and just overall just do better. Everybody needs to put an effort. This offensive line has to protect Kyle Allen. That'll be
They
another.
did for the past 2 weeks. We gonna see.
Yeah, this line definitely. Sadiq Charles is supposedly listed as active.
He
He's
gonna
listed as
start though.
not sure if he's gonna start. They might start him at the guard position. He is familiar with the guard position, but we're not sure yet.
Okay.
But Sadiq Charles is listed as active from the injury, and he will play in week 9. Um, I don't know. It's week 9 is going to be crazy because I have some Giants friends as well, so they'll be looking to get a win after the devastating loss against Tampa on Monday. What do you? My score for this game is definitely going to be Washington will win by 7 or more points. That's my prediction for this game. Washington will win by 7 or more points. I think that it can happen. You just need to play the ball smarter, and I think that our offense can actually do better than the offense by Daniel Jones. I think they have to really pay attention and not allow that read option that happened.
They go. I put money. They gonna run that joke.
Yeah,
It's been
they definitely
successful every week when he
they
steps
definitely
on the
gonna they
field.
definitely try to run it, and I think with Cam Curl there, and I think Cam Curl definitely is going to be able to hold up there. So, what do you think? How you think this game is going to fare out on Sunday?
Division game. I feel like it might be close, but if it depends on who plays mistake free football and turnover free football. So I'm gonna go with Skins. I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say 24-13.
24-13.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a bad prediction at all. Um, we're gonna move on, and again, one of my favorite segments is
Where's from the
words from the
fans?
fans. Hey guys, listen, we've been talking for a whole hour. I know you guys probably like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna end? I know you guys. I know you guys love the content.
Nah.
You guys love the content. You guys love the content that we're giving you. But now we're giving you a chance to speak to us about what do you guys feel how is doing so far. Right now we're 2-5, but with the next 4 games, we could possibly be 6-5.
Hey,
It's
you want to know what's
possible.
funny? Who the heck would have thought the Washington football team would have the same record as New England Patriots?
Who would have thought, right?
Who
Who
would
would
have
have thought?
thought that?
That's a whole another conversation waiting to happen.
All right, fans, shoot us those questions, baby. Ready?
Let's see what those questions are. We got Darius. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, bruh.
Thank you for tuning in every week, man. We
Man,
really do.
hey, you know what we need to do, yeah, for like guys like Darius and Miss Love, man. We need to have the favorite fan of the week and invite them on to the show as a guest, man. I think that would be awesome. That's just a
Yeah,
my
that'd be actually great. That'd be actually good. We actually will be working on that. Actually, that's actually not a bad idea.
yeah, man. I appreciate. I don't know, man. I appreciate dudes like Darius
We
and Miss
definitely,
Love,
yeah, we
man.
can
They
definitely,
always show us love.
yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys definitely tuning in and interacting with us. Everybody else, you guys are watching. Don't be afraid to comment. Tell us what you guys think. What do you guys feel? But to watch the football team, don't be afraid because we're here just like you're here. We're here to
We
give you,
fans.
yeah, you guys are the fans. We just here to give you guys the content. We're fans too. Make no mistake.
Heck
We're fans
yeah.
too. We got Darius. He said earn it back when he's talking about the Landon Collins situation. Yo, earn it back. Um, Courtney, again, this you go. Again with the questions. Has the numbers been consistent?
Uh,
They have been consistent as far as when you're looking at it on paper, they have been consistent on certain areas on the
yeah.
field. When it comes to not allowing as many yards as the other 32 teams in the NFL, we have been very consistent with it. When it comes to not allowing a lot of passing yards in the NFL versus the other 32 defenses, we've been consistent with it. But points allowed, we've been sort of consistent, not as consistent as I would like it to be, but we've been very good at it. When you're talking about rushing the ball and the rushing yards allowed, that's where we're not consistent at. There's just certain areas, with the defense. But if you're talking about the defense as a whole, definitely, I think we have been consistent enough to where it says that even in fantasy football, there's a lot of people right now who has picked up Washington's defense in fantasy football. So
No, that's facts. That's facts.
so our defense has actually been very commendable. There's always room for improvement. We know where the improvement needs to be at, and I think it will happen. Once the season keep progressing. Darius said we need to make some adjustments on our defense and our offense. Not really too much, adjustment that we really
And
need to
I'm
make.
curious now. I'm curious about that. Hey, Darius, we need more specific of exactly what you mean when you say adjustment, like moving players, plays, scheme. We need a little bit more detail. Get back to us on that question. Be more detailed.
We have Miss Love again. A lot of the teams we have played are scoring 30 points, even 30 plus points. That's not screaming good defense to me. I understand definitely what you're saying.
Uh,
I understand definitely what you're saying, but
Not all teams
also
scored 30
also
points on us, though.
remember also remember that those 30 points that we have allowed was in the first half, and they haven't scored at all
In the
since
second half.
since then. But we have been doing very well with not allowing the team to get away from us the last 2 weeks. Granted, it was against the Cowboys and things like that, but listen, stats to stats.
I only
And
feel like it's only been like what, two teams really who put up 30 points on us.
yeah, yeah, and
It's only two
so
teams.
I think it will. I think it'll get better. As the season progresses, like always. She said I can agree with the offensive turnovers. Um, see what else we got. What else we got? She
Man,
said
I'm
it's
t-
not good. She said it's not good to be reactive. We need to be proactive when it comes to defense. You know what? I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree on that standpoint. And like I said, like I've been saying, Jock Del Rio just needs to be more aggressive. I think if you'll get a lot more out of it when you're being more aggressive. Kendall Fuller was a little bit invisible in the Cowboys game, and that's not what I like to see. I want to
They ain't
see,
throwing his side. He did
yeah,
his
yeah,
job.
I think he got that one interception. I'll take it. But just there was a point in the game where I was like, "Dang, where Kendall Fuller at?" And then he put
They
that
ain't throwing his
interception,
side.
and then they threw the interception. But a lot of people might say it wasn't an interception, but
Man,
but
that
he
was
got
an
the
interception.
interception.
Yeah.
He got the interception. So yeah. She said, "We will see what happens with Haskins. I feel bad for the guy because I don't think Washington is going to utilize him like they should, and they're going to accept more than they train him to." Yeah, how I feel about that. How I feel about that. It's
Oh my gosh,
I
what is
think
he? Nah, that's one of my homies right there.
you
What
said, "What
about
about
me?
me?" Oh, you talking about the dinner part. We you talking about the
N-
dinner part.
Oh man,
He
I got
said
him.
Haskins is not even close to a finished project. That's what I've been saying. I don't think Haskins is. I think the Haskins project isn't over.
Man, I just don't think he. It's not over. He just don't belong here. This team, he's not a. It's not for him, dog. Like if you keep talking about his arm, utilizing his arm, he needs to go to teams where they want to spread offense. Tampa, Green Bay, Colts,
Steelers.
Pittsburgh. Still, yeah, those the perfect places for him. All this dicking and dunking, and he has to be very precision and accurate with the football. I don't know. I'm just going off what I see because I feel like we still didn't get to see enough from
Right.
him. But I do agree with you, Nick. He's not finished, man. I just feel bad for the kid. I really do. I really, really do.
So we got another one from Nick that says, "Oh, Brett Huntley was treated like that on the Packers." You know what?
Brett Hundley was hot garbage. Hot garbage. He was garbage. Yeah, I know he was. No, don't even put Brett Hundley in this situation. Now, if you want to go to Aaron sitting for a year, okay, that makes sense. Once again, that's a whole different era.
Whole
He
different
sat
era.
behind. He sat behind Hall of Famer, the great Brett Favre, dog. Like that's a difference. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different era. Remember when Brett Favre then was playing, there was none of these tit tat pity calls. Like you had to really go eat and get yours. Them receivers had to really go get it. Now the game is more sweeter for them now. So nah, Brett Hundley, nah, man. Is he even still in the league? I didn't even know
Yeah,
he was still in the league,
yeah,
man.
he's still in the league. We got another one from Nick that says it does nowadays. They expect to finish project out of college. And
Oh
this is what
yeah,
I've been saying. This is what I've been
that's
saying.
facts. No, that's
Yeah,
facts. Yeah.
they don't now they don't want a player who only did a year or two in college. They want a guy who actually has been in the league. I mean, been in college for a good 2 years. And if you decide to come out, during the second year, your resume has to be extensive. It has to
No,
be
it's not
extensive.
even. I mean, yeah, but it's not even that. You got to think about it, bro. The NFL has literally transitioned to college.
Yeah,
Period. So when these guys are coming out, the only thing is the only thing that's difference between the colleges is, like I said, the plays are the same. It's the speed of the game, and you not playing with just two star or 3 star recruits. You playing against other people who are really good, just as you are. So it makes it more difficult. But the NFL has transitioned completely to college. So Nick, you're 100%. I agree with you on that. Some of these guys should. The NFL is like, dude, come on. You're going to a team that's running what you was running in college. You should be able to handle this. And a lot of these guys are like, dog, I'm about to throw against an all-pro corner, Jalen Ramsey. I'm scared. I'm not throwing that side. So I understand it. But yes, the whole NFL is complete college now, dog.
we got
It
another
is
one
what it
from
is with that.
Nicholas that says the Lions will tear y'all defense apart. Listen, that's what a lot of
Is
people say.
Matt
A
is
lot of these
hold
defensive.
on? Is Matt Stafford playing?
Hmm?
If Matt Stafford is playing, if Matt
Matt
Stafford is
Stafford right
playing,
Matt Stafford right now is on the COVID-19 list. But
and we
I
don't play them for like what, another 2 weeks?
another 2 weeks. Everson Griffin, he is looking to play in 2 weeks as well. He's supposed to play this week against the
Oh yeah, I
Vikings.
forgot he got traded.
Yeah,
That's
there's a lot of
right.
but his. I mean, listen, that's what a lot of people has said with a lot of defense that has came our way. Hey, listen, even with the depleted Cowboys, they still had a banged up defensive line, and that happened. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I don't really think
Hey
that.
Nick, stop worrying about the Lions. Y'all better worry about the Lions. That's your division team. Yeah, y'all better worry about them. Cause y'all didn't look like I was ready. We really
Yeah,
shouldn't lose to the
we got to
Giants.
struggle. Yeah, we really shouldn't lose to the Giants. We played them, and it was a close game. Learn from your mistakes. They are going to thinking that they got it. We should easily be able to shut them down. what you got to say?
like
What you got to say about that, man?
Miss Love, as you should know, as a Washington football team fan, we normally struggle when it comes to the Giants. So it's going to be a close game. And I do agree with you. We should come in and kick their butt, but it doesn't work that way.
It's a struggle. It's the struggle.
It's the struggle. It's the struggle, yeah. It's
Man.
the struggle,
I
yeah.
think, but
Division games is tough. Period, dog.
yeah, tough period. But guys, please follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. The Everything is down at the bottom, scrolling left to right. I'm sorry, right to left.
Hey,
right to
there, man.
left.
They knew what you meant, man.
It's scrolling right to left. But hey guys, don't forget if you guys aren't Washington football team fans and just a football fan in general, please go on pigskin.com to get the Pigskin Nut Gold membership. It is free, where you get unlimited content from us, and you get unlimited content to live shows every week. That is 7 days a week. You get live shows, alerts, everything. Everything. We have articles, everything that you want as far as football, college football, everything, AFL, things like that, XFL football content. We have it for you here at pigskinnut.com. Again, that is pigskinnut.com. You can follow us on the HOG-side on Facebook and on Twitter at the HOG-side for more daily updates on the Washington football team. You guys has been amazing. Thank you for your time. Please, we're here every week, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can definitely look us up. We're here. We always give you daily updates, on the Washington football team. Any question that you guys have, feel free to send us a message. Send us a shout, post on our wall, whatever you got to do to get our attention, and then we will definitely bring that to light on the next episode. Me and Brian actually have a good little competition thing going on here. I don't know if you watched our episode last week, but we are giving you fans a chance to make good predictions. Um, I'm not sure if we wrote it down last week. I have to look at the episode again.
I,
But
I could retell what happened. But basically, is the remaining schedule right now we're at 2-5. So I was just making predictions of how our ending season record is going to be, and I'm picking only two fans. If your record is
yes,
close to if your record is close to what the predictions you had made in the comments of last week. Also we got some guys that's new followers watching this week. Basically, if you predict the Redskins record very close to or if it's on the nose, so say for example, if the Redskins go 5-11 or 6-10, 7-9, or heck with it, let's just say if you one of those bold guys like CJ, you like, hey, we're going 11-5 the way out. You know what I'm saying? Um,
11 to
if you
5,
do,
baby.
if the record is matching what your prediction is only for two fans. Two. I will grantly cash app you $50. That's just our thing of showing y'all love as fans, man. Y'all don't understand me. I met this dude, CJ. We worked together, and we and him was love football. Like me and this dude would sit there and be working and talking football the whole time. And I'm once again, brother, I'm glad to be part of this and everything, man. And man, we just really thank y'all for showing us love, man. We didn't, me and him didn't care if it was one or two people watching us, but we starting to notice more people are following us and watching us. And man, we highly appreciate it. So this is a way of me saying thank you and also participating. And also, please, we always encourage to have more followers. If you got friends who love football and they realistic fans, realistic fans, man, tell them to swing us all over here, man. We got open arms. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so definitely, again, please follow us. You guys have a good night. It is election week, so I hope you guys want to go vote. I hope you guys want to go vote. But you guys definitely, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week after we possibly beat the Giants. All right.
We're gonna beat the Giants, man. Let's think positive, man. Let's think positive, man. Let's just
And
heck
you
with it.
guys
Let's think positive.
always remember, a division win is always a good win. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys have a good night. I am CJ. This is the HOG-side. This is the DMV champ Brian, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Peace.